Hello everyone, it's Omolade here and I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to have a quick chat with you guys. Recently I was having a conversation with someone and the person asked me a pretty simple question. How was your uni days? And to be honest, I had to pause for a while because I realized I had nothing to say. I led a pretty boring life when I was in school. It all started when I went to secondary school. I went to a government boarding school. I went to Federal Government Girls College, Oyo. And to be honest, it was a terrible experience for me, traumatizing experience. I would not advise any parent that loves their children dearly to take their child to a boarding school, let alone a public boarding school like the one I went to. It was a traumatizing experience. I would never forget everything I went through when I was there, like the whole 6 years I spent in that school. Terrible days, terrible years, to be honest. I really don't get the logic behind sending a 9, 10-year-old child to a school with no family member and with extremely poor adult supervision. I would spend so many days being sick, spend like more days recovering, and I just never went out. Like sometimes I'll be inside for like weeks and my neighbors would not even know that I was around. Like it was that bad. I won't go anywhere. I would not go anywhere. Sometimes I would be indoor for days without stepping out of my house. It was really that bad. Whenever we had like a group outing, because people would usually organize like outings during breaks, I would not go. Not because I didn't want to go, but because I have to like tell my parents like days before the event. I would have to walk on eggshells throughout the days leading to that particular event because if I made any mistakes, if I like do something terrible, best believe I'm not going for that event. So I just got tired of taking permissions and just like got used to staying indoors. I started to enjoy my own company a little too much. I started to enjoy staying all by myself. Like I would literally be in my room for the whole day and I would be fine. As far as I had like a novel to read or like my phone or something, I was okay. Fast forward to uni and it got worse. I didn't really interact with people. I had like very few friends and I stuck with them. Lucky enough for me, my friends were exactly like me. They didn't like go out and all of those things. My roommate, on the other hand, she was the very outgoing type. She loves to go to parties, and honestly, I love it for her. Not long after I got to uni, we joined church, and honestly, from then on, it was between church and school. I would be in church for like 4 times a week, not through the day, maybe like in the evening. Most of our programs were scheduled for evening because they know people will go to work, students will go to school. So like evening was like the most suitable time for everybody to be around. So it would be from church to school, from school to church. And just like that, time passed. I don't regret it. I don't hate it. To be honest, I wouldn't even change anything about it. Normally, I wouldn't go anywhere. So it was not like the time I was spending in church, I would use it to do something else. If I wasn't going to church, I'll probably just be in my hostel sleeping, waking up and going to class, then repeat. Throughout the 4 5 years I spent in school, I only ever went to 3 parties. The first one, I enjoyed it, I would not lie. I enjoyed the first one, but the remaining two were terrible. Like, I hated the whole experience of it. I sat down like through the whole thing. I did not enjoy it. The music was extremely loud. It was ringing in my ears for days. I wasted money. I wasted time. I would be sleeping that time. But I was at a party that I did not even like. I was irritated for more than half of it. I was sleepy. It was just a very terrible experience. And noticing that the second one was like that, maybe I would have just stopped at that second one. I still went for another one in my final year. I think, no, I was already done with school that time. I think we went to school for graduation, and it was even after graduation. I just had like a day to spend in Ilorin. So I was just like, okay, why not just go to this party? extremely terrible. I hated it. It was a very terrible experience for me. I never did tell anyone. I just had like a few talking stages. The last one was a bit more serious than the talking stage. But when the whole thing ended, I found out that this person was sending nudes to people, including people that were my friends. I don't know if it was a mistake or if it was intentional. I really don't know. And to be honest, I don't even care. Was sending nudes to people, and I didn't know. They didn't tell me. And they knew that, oh, these people are like 18. Nobody mentioned anything until after the whole thing ended and everybody now started speaking up one by one. A lot of things happened in that whole situationship, relationship, whatever it was. Another day I will talk about it. And it got even worse when I started living alone. That was in my final year. After my third year in school, I moved off campus. I was staying on campus with my friends. I had a roommate. I was staying on campus with them. Then after my 300 level, I moved off campus. I started staying alone. I was staying in the same hostel with my former roommates, but we're now in different rooms. She was staying alone. I was staying alone as well. So now I got even more comfortable by myself. And honestly, my final year, those were the best days of my entire school year. I was on my own. Like I learned a lot about myself. I was just so happy that I was living alone. Like I would wake up in the morning, do my thing. If I had to go to church, if I had to go to school, I would go. If I didn't have like classes or if I didn't have to go to church that day, I would literally be inside from morning till evening and I would be fine. I would only step out to get something to eat and just go back to my room. Some would say I led a pretty boring life. Others would say I intentionally isolated myself. But personally, I loved every bit of it and I would not change it for anything. I learned to keep my own company. I learned that it is okay to be all by yourself. And to everybody watching me and you are like me, I want you to know that it's totally fine. It's okay. Don't let people pressure you into being who you are not. And if you are extroverted, if you like going to parties, if you like hanging out with people, if you like going out, also I want you to know that that is okay as well. Don't let anybody pressure you to be a quiet person. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. This video is not to tell everybody to be introverted or to be quiet. No, the main purpose of this video is just to let you know that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. Don't be like me now because I wanted to experience party life. I'm glad I did go to all those parties because it made me know that I don't like going to parties. Like I already knew before, but like I became sure that I don't like going to parties. So yeah, if you are somebody like that likes to go to parties, do your thing, be happy. Don't go outside and go and be doing the wrong things. And also to my introverted people, to people that don't like going out, note that there are some times that you actually have to leave your house. Those opportunities you are looking for will not come and meet you inside your house. There are some times that you have to like go out, connect to people, speak to people. Now I also go to events. I speak to people when I need to. I connect to people when it is absolutely needed. Also, to both extroverts and introverts, know that there are times to switch it up. As somebody that likes to go out, know that there are times that you have to like be by yourself. And for people that like to stay indoors, know that there are times when you need to be outside. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next week. And until then, make good choices. Bye. Sinking in, I know this feels right.